especially the link.
Greetings and welcome. We are to another episode of the Vlogcast. This is Spandex Heroes gameplay number 3. We had ourselves quite a fun adventure last time, mainly a bunch of people getting lost and unable to figure out what was going on. With the very apparently intelligent villain, the evil Dr. Edsel. And but they eventually did. They didn't manage to finally take out Dr. Edsel and save the city. Unfortunately, Boilermaker took a little bit of damage in the battle. Just a little bit.
Just a little.
But he eventually has managed to recover. So now everybody is back at the giant bird bath. Boilermaker has been Boilermaker's given a choice. You could you could take a little bit longer and be restored normally, or they could restore you quickly temporarily and use 10.
Let's go ahead and use 10.
All right. So now
I think someone shows up with that shirt that Dave has there.
So you get restored very quickly with 10. 10 will heal. 10 will heal you twice as quickly. Repair checks will restore twice the amount of HP, but you'll take damage much more quickly. Matter of fact, that might be something desired for this game. Is like, all right, I'll take more damage. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So you guys have managed to save the city now twice. Once from evil popcorn plan, and then the other from a person who was disturbing the peace. Vroom, vroom. So you've actually been invited to a dinner party at the old papermaker mansion on top of the mountain overlooking the mill, which, by the way, does exist. People have been.
Is that written on the invite?
Yes, it does exist.
By the way, it does exist.
I don't believe it at all.
We do exist. Your sidekick looks and says, "Oh, that mansion! I didn't think anybody was gonna stay there. It's kind of been abandoned for a long time. I mean, they took care of it and all, but nobody really wants to live there."
Any ideas why?
I was waiting for somebody to ask. It's like, oh, okay. Well, the mansion was originally built by Thaddeus Papermaker, the man who built the paper mill. He used a lot of the money that was made, and they were literally making money for a while over there. But unfortunately, they decided to make the money out of Indians dug up from an Indian burial ground because they didn't know how to chop down trees at the time.
Okay, that's a strangely specific skill set and a little strange.
But they had to learn how to make paper somehow, and they decided that would be an efficient way of making paper. But then the Indians, who were kind of slightly disturbed at them digging up their dead ancestors, said, you could make paper with trees.
Did they learn about tanning from our old friend?
So he made this mansion, consequently also out of the bones of Native Americans that were dead. He seemed to really like to go to ancient Indian burial grounds and use the materials for stuff. That seemed to be of an unfortunate thing. But this mansion has been built on from year to year, and usually not always out of dead Native Americans, but sometimes.
Just occasionally. Just toss another one on the Barbie, eh?
But some feel like it's gotten to be haunted, and therefore people tend to not want to go there. It's been owned by the papermaker family for many years, and I guess that the newest heir is trying to live there again. So you get to actually go to a real haunted mansion.
So what kind of party is this?
It says on the invited dinner party.
What kind of a dinner party? Because to me, just a dinner party is one thing. Now, coming up dressed up like other people and coming to a party is a totally different thing.
Well, they got it addressed to your superhero self, so I guess you're supposed to show up in costume.
Okay.
Hero costume.
Unfortunately.
Well, I guess since we have these free invites, we might as well go check it out.
And oddly enough, there is a real mansion up on the hill overlooking the paper mill. It is owned by the family that established it, and it is thought to be haunted. Now, it's probably not made up of Native American remains, though.
One can
As
hope.
far as you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be.
Dun.
I wasn't around 100 years ago when they started building the thing, so I could be wrong on that one.
Yeah, that's a little spook. Okay.
So you guys are
I'll drive us up there.
So who's going to the dinner party?
Who wants to go?
Well, I'm an employee. I have to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to turn it down.
Okay.
All right.
So I
I
guess
can go first.
Frosty, roll for navigation, I guess.
Navigation or driving?
Yeah, you might want to roll the drive first. It's just a
Let's
simple
see.
success on that.
I'm gonna do a will save on this. Do I get in the car with them?
44 out of 60, I believe.
Oh, very good. And since you're navigating, that'll also require another driving check to navigate while driving.
I rolled a up one.
Yeah, you're able to easily. You're able to do it without like a pro. So let's roll your navigation check.
All right, navigation check is 48 out of 60.
All right, you're able to follow the instructions pretty easily, and you all managed to drive without incident or going to the Homestead Resort this time to this mansion. It's kind of interesting. You go through Covington, and then you just go up this little winding pass through the
I
mountain.
still think we missed out on the fountains.
And you got to get up to the top, and there's this big old mansion at the top. You can hear him meowing from within.
Yes.
I mean,
as we approach, I will do a perception to see if I hear any other sounds coming from within. Well, that's a 97, so probably not.
let's see here. If I remember correctly, it's this one. So I will copy this image and show it off to you. Everybody is actually in the hey Dave, are you involved in the game chat? I don't think I have added you.
No.
Let me add you. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if you can see all the previous conversations. There you go. That's what it looks like. So, again, it's pretty
I
standard,
guess-
dirty mansion.
Okay. Well, I guess I go up to the doorknob or the doorbell and ring the doorbell.
You do, and let me see here. And a butler does answer the door. Let's see here.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. No. Let's see here. I'm looking for a good representative of the butler. No, he doesn't look like him. Let's see. I can go with this guy. He is not very. There we go. Copy image, and I will paste this over. This dude here answers the door. Good evening, sirs and madams. Or is it mostly madams and sir? Or something like that.
Okay, just saw the butler picture.
Are you are here, I guess, for the dinner party, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, why yes, my good sir.
We are very happy to have you for dinner.
Have us over for dinner, I hope.
Lead me to your kindling.
But let's go in. You can see the other guests are waiting. We can all meet in the drawing room.
Okay.
So you guys are doing your typical thing. There's a little bit of alcohol. But there is a fireplace with a bunch of wood in it. So
hors d'oeuvres for Boilermaker.
It is a fine oak.
And the maid comes in and takes a couple of takes your request for additional servings of food and stuff like that. She offers you some hors d'oeuvres.
Thank you. I'll take a little handful of quiche hors d'oeuvre thingies. Meow. Meow.
You don't know where you can't seem to find out where that cat is. That cat seems to be somewhere, but you don't know where. Obviously the creepiest thing in this house.
Obviously.
So as you're sitting there, you see a couple other people over there. There's a man in a top hat, sisters, a dark coat, and a muumuu. And he looks over and says, "Oh, hello there.
Greetings, sir.
My name is Mr. Green, and I am here because I was told I could be here because I could make some money."
A fine proposition.
Yes, it would be great to get some money. I haven't had any for a while, but I've heard that this new papermaker man, is a very generous person. So hopefully you'll give me some money.
He is a great boss.
And, there's another man wearing a trench coat, a faded tan hat, and a T-shirt that looks like it was meant for a 5-year-old. His boxer shorts seem to be very ripped and torn, with a lot of where is all that background noise coming from? Jacobs.
Yeah, my cat's very proud.
Yeah, and the boxer shorts, which seem to be torn and have the stains of gravy boats gone by. He has a drink in his.
Hopefully it was gravy. I hope it was gravy.
I can't believe it's not gravy.
He seems to have a collection of used Budweiser cans.
It must be old Budweiser beer.
And he's definitely got a share of the alcohol. Matter of fact, it looks like he's got 7 or 8 of those little cups that they're handing out. And he looks over and says, "Hello, I'm Mr. Brown. I'm here for dinner. I heard there's gotta be food and money, lots of money. I like to beg for money outside the mill, but he might actually give it to me this time. And dinner, I like dinner. Dinner's good."
All right, so we have green and brown, huh?
Yep. And of course, there is there's also a woman over to the side. She's wearing a very nice cocktail dress, which is flocked by 2 Cocker Spaniels and the skins of 5 Pomeranians make up her purse. My name is Mrs. Lavender.
It's poor Pomeranians.
I would too. It would do nicely to stay away from the purse. It's just ill-tempered and bites.
Ma'am, your purse needs walking.
Indeed.
There are 2 other people in the room. Another woman. She looks to be a nice young woman, about 20-something. Again, she's wearing a femme fatale outfit. Matter of fact, there's still a tag on it that reads femme fatale costume. She even has a cigarette holder, but no cigarette in it. When somebody goes in and offers to light her a cigarette, she says, "I don't smoke," but then continues to put the holder to her mouth. Wearing high heels. Well, wearing is kind of odd to say because she doesn't really wear them. She kind of just carries them around with her. And a small purse. Hello, I'm Miss Puce. I am a woman of mystery who likes to be mysterious.
He's just making this shit up on the way here.
And then finally, you have a man dressed up in a military fatigues, or it looks to be a military outfit. But then on closer inspection, you notice it's a Boy Scout uniform that was meant for a child, probably a good 20 to 30 years younger than him. He seems to wear his merit badges with pride, however, and his nice mustache and monocle seem to illustrate this as he takes a sip of fine brandy. Oh, hello there. I'm Mr. Purple.
You are drinking inferior product.
I've always been a fan of fine brandy. If you can make me some good brandy, that would be good.
Give me a moment.
Yes, I've heard that this papermaker fellow also keeps a nice store of fine brandy, and he might
All right,
give
that's a
me
13
taste.
out of 55.
Oh, yeah, you make a pretty good one. Matter of fact, better than the one that he's drinking, because they didn't provide any extra alcohol. Which makes you wonder how Mr. Brown and Mr. Purple got a hold of theirs. They must have brought their fine glasses and brandy along with them.
They brought their Bud Light with them, eh?
Yes, the only other identifying point of Mr. Purple is that he is smoking a fine carved wooden pipe. Actually, what is the notice checks? Whatever the check is for you to...
Perception.
Perception, that's the one.
It looks like a bubble pipe to me, maybe. Unless it is a bubble pipe, and then it looks like something else.
18 out of 50.
All right, who else?
This was, you said a spot?
Perception. Oh, yeah, somebody...
65 out of 54.
Oh, yeah, somebody roll for Dave as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I know for my perception, I rolled a 98 out of 60.
Dave, what do you need to get?
For my perception.
Yeah. What's the target number?
Looking.
Because you got a 41 to go against it.
I've got
My dice.
What? The GM didn't bring his dice?
I think I've got a 46.
Oh, then you just made it.
All right.
For
That's
shit.
13.
All right, Dave, you notice what looks to be lewd drawings of women on the pipe, very ornate pipe. The rest of you realize that it's just a bunch of women conversing while walking dogs and drinking brandy. And Susan, you think that it must be a fake pipe that they blow bubbles out of, even though real smoke is coming out of it.
Exactly. It's one of those fog pipes, that you see around during Halloween.
So you guys now see everybody that's there. The maid that's doing the service. Of course, you've seen the butler. I'm going to go down to each of you and just we'll see what y'all are doing. So, Dave, what's your character doing?
I guess what just happened again?
Well, I laid the room out. There's hors d'oeuvres. There are drinks, but they're non-alcoholic. And there are those people that I laid out for you.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to ask them if they have seen the host around yet.
So who do you start with?
I guess I'll start with Mr. Brown.
Ah, yes. A very nice individual, that one. I've heard while sitting in the street in the front of the building, and a very fine building it is, but I've heard that this man moved in like last week. I know it because they kicked me off his porch. A very fine porch it is, too, with a nice swing on it. You can lay down and just soothe you to sleep, especially after you've had at least like 10, 20, 40s, like that as you go. But they say he's a real generous man. And they invited me to dinner, so hey, I must be generous. I mean, after all, I like food and booze too. But so far, I've had to bring my own fine drinkware. He takes a can of Budweiser, and he pulls out another clean glass from somewhere. and he fills it with the Budweiser. And this is a very nice ornate crystal glass that he's filling with Budweiser and drinking in a fashionable way. All right, Blue Agua, what are you doing? Blue Agua.
Blue Aqua.
Jacob!
Falling asleep.
Jacob!
Jacob!
Huh? What's up?
Oh, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yes, I've laid out the room for you. What are you doing there?
I guess I'll go over the snack table, right?
Yep, there's some hors d'oeuvres.
I'll go grab some.
All right, you've got caviar, oysters, and cheese, and then you've got that's a one hors d'oeuvre. There's spam, ricotta, and let's see, an avocado. That's another one.
Okay.
And then a third one, which is just a bunch of brie cheese melded together with ham, sausage links, and a beer bottle.
Okay. They're melded together with beer bottle?
Yes. You kind of have to like pick it off as you go.
Well, I will try the first one definitely, and maybe that last one.
Well, let's see how well they were cooked by our cook, which you have not met him yet.
Okay.
All right, the first hors d'oeuvre is rancid as hell. That stuff is definitely out of date that he was using for that one.
I probably won't move on to the next in that case.
What about the last one?
Well, that's like I said, I probably won't move on to that.
Okay. How about you, Frosty? What are you doing?
I think I'm going to go talk to Mr. Green.
All right. Mr. Green, Mr. Green.
As I'm going by the drink table, I'm picking up a drink. Non-alcoholic is fine by me.
Oh, yes, the fellow in the moo-moo. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hello there. I am... So, do you like my moo-moo?
Yes, that's just darling. It's rather fetching on you. Diplomacy. I have diplomacy. I'm going to use it to be nice. Now, 28 out of 60, 55?
Well, it's pretty easy it's pretty easy to comment on it because it is a very nicely made moo-moo. But it says, yes, I sell them. I figured that the best way to sell the moo-moos is to go out in public wearing one. I've heard the kids today, this is all the hype, and they will want to buy it when they see it on me. What do you think? Do you think it looks good? I haven't sold any yet, but I do feel like if I get an influx of cash from the paper makers, I will probably be able to make my business stay afloat for another, hopefully 70 years or so.
It's a hell of an influx.
Yeah. There's a chance that might come in style rather well and look. It looks rather comfortable, at least.
Well, you look like somebody who has a taste in fashion. Would you like one? I have them in different colors: plaid, sepia, and salmon pink.
Thank you, but I have to stay in uniform. You know, it's got to be recognizable.
Well, I do have one in montage gray. So that's a no.
No. Intriguing, but no. All right, Mr. Green is looking for money to boost
It's doomed business.
Moo business.
So what is Boilermaker doing?
Boilermaker will make way and put a fake mustache on and access his personality factors and become the bartender. What's your poison, folks? Come on, what's your poison? Come on.
Well, Mr. Brown saunters up there. Your finest Budweiser, sir.
Budweiser, right away, sir, right away. That's 34 out of 55.
Well, yeah, you're able
To serve a Budweiser.
You're able to easily reproduce that without too much difficulty. Not even a Bud Light. That's pretty good. This is a Budweiser worth drinking out of a fancy glass.
Right you are, sir. Right you are.
Don't tell anyone, but these glasses, they may not have come to me legally. Or they may have. It's hard to tell. I black out sometimes.
Don't worry, sir. I keep your secret good and clean. Bartender's code.
Also, Mr. Purple does show up there. Oh, well, sir. Right on, sir. A little bit more about our brandy there. Brandy, yes, brandy.
So you want some more of the brandy, sir?
Yes, a fine gentleman loves his brandy. Yes.
Unfortunately, this may have skunked a bit. This is a 68 out of 55.
Well, this is not so bad. I mean, I had some in the Battle of 1925, many years before I was born. But you see, I was still there in spirit. Yes, spirit.
Perfectly understand, sir. Perfectly understand.
But as me and the bloke on the line and drinking fine brandy in the ditches that they dug, I think they were called trouserines or something like that. In any case, the Charlie was over the wall over on the war, and you must drink brandy. Yes. All right, so we're going to do one more round of checking around, and then we're going to move on. Actually, we'll start with Blue Agua this time. Help you move forward a little bit.
Well,
Anderson?
I need to get rid of this horrible taste, so I'll probably go over to the bar.
Well,
What's your poison? What's your poison?
Apparently that caviar. I think, what you got here? So the other guy's still there enjoying his beverage?
Well, Mr. Purple is kind of wincing a little bit at his brandy, but he's still drinking it. And the bum seems to be really happy with that weird. It's a kind of a yellowish fizzy drink that he has in a nice ornate crystal glass.
Good times. Well, let's see. How about I can? Is this one? Use one of those bars where you can see everything behind, right?
No.
No.
This is just him setting up a bar within himself.
Oh, I see. Well, then that wouldn't be it, would it?
Boilermaker.
You got some good customers here, then.
And there you go.
We try to keep
Yeah.
What's your poison? What's your poison?
I'll try what that one's having. I'll point the one trying the brandy.
You get it worse than the Mr. Purple. It's a 70 out of 55.
That's not brandy, it's gasoline.
So I'm going to try something then. He gives me that. I'm going to see if craft beverage will make it palatable.
All right.
Okay. Well, no, not with an 84.
You managed to turn it up. You managed to
rocket fuel, man.
You managed to turn the gasoline to something much less drinkable. Aristocrat.
Yeah.
So,
Aristocrat moonshine.
so are you going to be drinking this one?
No, I'm going to carry it around for a while, looking kind of sophisticated before dumping it in a out of the way corner.
That poor plant you just poisoned.
Oh
Yeah,
no, not a plant. Now let's see. What would be something like?
The fireplace?
Is there a
Yeah,
fireplace?
there we go. There we go.
As the whole room kind of like burst into flame briefly as it goes.
Like that scene in Christmas Vacation where the old guy turns around and there's smoldering on the back.
So, Wolfbane, what are you doing as far as this second round?
Well, since somebody mentioned that there's a fireplace, I've been somewhat slowly growling ever since I noticed Miss Lavender's pomerang burst. So I sneak over to grab her pomerang purse and throw it in the fireplace.
All right. First off, roll
Because
a.
I am insulted that some of my furry friends have been made into this purse.
Roll a sleight of hand
They
check.
might be alive.
Nice.
Roll a
Shoot it
sleight of
first,
hand.
then kill it.
So what is your sleight of hand, Dave? I'll roll for you.
Sleight of hand.
I think that's the skill I used.
Yeah.
It could also have been pickpocket, but I think you did sleight of hand.
Yeah. I think I only had a level 1.
I mean, like, what's the percentage? You should have like a skill percentage. Keith said, "Are the dishes in the dishwasher clean or dirty?"
Trying to look. Maybe a 16.
A 16. All right. Hold on one
It's kind of a
moment.
strange number. You must be very dexterous.
Actually, I'll take a quick look at your character sheet since you sent me a copy. I will
Yes, I did.
do that. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Yeah, it definitely could be used to type. Let's see here. Defense 220. Boy. Speed, streetwise. Do you even have your skills written down?
Yeah, they're on the bottom. Most of them.
Oh, I see. The values are kind of like in the. Let's see here. Streetwise, shapes.
Yeah. My notation is kind of sucky, so sorry.
So, seeing, hearing, all of that. Okay, I see. So no, you do not have sleight of hand from what it looks.
No.
Wait, yeah, just lock picking. Okay, so yeah, so this will be a new one for you.
Okay.
So let's see here. You did not get a natural 1, so you failed.
Okay.
So notate that you have the skill.
Okay.
And so the Pomeranian purse does not take kindly to being grabbed. All right, so you are struck by the Pomeranian purse. It does, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 13 damage to you.
Okay.
Oh, my babies! Calm down, babies! Calm down. The purse gets into attack position. So, roll an initiative against it. I think it was just.
Okay.
It's looking for a fight.
Man, if this is that Pomeranian from Heroes, you're in trouble, Dave. That was a nasty little.
All right.
All right. So what did you get? Oh wait, no, sorry. What is your initiative plus?
That would be. It looks like a 4. What is it? A +2?
All right, I'll go with that. So that goes there. Okay, so you go first. Are you going to attack the Pomeranian first?
Yeah.
It's
Of
hopping
course.
around on the floor. It's hopping around on the floor.
I'll attack it with my claws.
All right. What's your plus to hit?
My +2 hit is +4.
All right. You miss it. It
Damn it.
jumps up and it hits. And it doesn't do much this time. It only does 6 more damage to you. All right. So are any of y'all helping him out?
This is a
Well-
very good establishment. Please take that outside.
What are you doing over there?
Why?
So, what was the notice? You know which one I'm talking about. The checks to notice what went on.
Perception.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Yeah, 68 on 54.
Okay.
Nah, not me. 85 out of 60.
You don't even know something going on.
No?
76 out of 55.
You don't notice either. Only Jake kind of notices, and it's only like, what's going on? That thing's loud over there. Yippy dogs. Stupid yippy
It's
dog
a bar fight. Call security. Have the foxes bouncer send them out.
All right, Dave, it's your turn again.
I guess I go and I'll shapeshift so that maybe maybe it doesn't recognize me.
Well, what are you shape-shifting into?
I'm going to shapeshift into a footstool.
All right. Well,
It's going to lift its leg on you. It's going
Nice.
to lift its leg on you.
let's see how much. I gotta look and see how much hit points your character has, Dave. Oh, yeah, you got plenty of hit points. Keep track of them, though. Keep track of them. The dog is
Yeah, I
not
got-
fooled by your shape-shifting in front of it. The dog purse, and it attacks again. Natural 20. And
Oh
next
my,
damage.
My doggo.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it does 26 more damage to you. It rips off one of the stool legs. Oh, down, pipe! Pipe down, pipe down! Charlie, Charlie! Charlie, Charlie! Pipe down, Charlie! So she managed to calm the dog first. Yes. It just starts growling at you a little bit, but she manages to get the purse back on her shoulder again. It's growling at you when you get close to her from this point on. It does not. The purse does not trust you.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to keep that HP loss, though, Dave, because you might use it to gain more HP later. So, so keep note what you've lost HP wise. All right.
Okay.
So, that was interesting. So, Frosty, what are you doing this round? Since you obviously didn't notice the.
No, I'm going to be intrigued by the Lady of Mystery.
Yes, darling, I am a lady of mystery. What can I do for you?
Oh, Lady of Mystery, do tell me, what do you know of this new personage that has recently moved in here that has invited us to dinner? Would you know?
I've heard he's a very wealthy individual, and women of mystery like to hang around wealthy individuals, you see, because it makes us more mysterious. And he's a bit mysterious himself, which also women of mystery like myself really love to hang around.
What does a lovely Lady of Mystery such as yourself do during her days?
She tries to sip on her Deer Park water, which is the beverages that they provided, and she's like, "Ah, freaking heels! Ah!" As she kind of moves it off a little bit, it's like, I cannot wear these damn high heels. I mean, oh yes, yes, mysterious how that works out, isn't it? I always wear high heels for these occasions, but you see, I've taken them off mysteriously.
Oh, this is beautiful, Brandon. This is beautiful.
So, what are you doing, Boilermaker?
What's your poison? What's your poison? Who wants a drink?
Well, let's see. Who do I have in this room that could take a drink? I am. All right. So, that's Mrs. Puce that you're talking to. So, Miss Lavender saunters up. Yes, I'd like a wine spritzer, please.
Wine spritzer. All right, okay, coming right up.
With a little
Let's see here what we got. Let's see if my dice stay on the counter. Oh, that's an 86 there. 86 out of 55.
There's no wine in this spritzer.
It's grape juice and ice cubes.
Would you be able to get a drink for my poor purse? It seems like it's been ruffled somehow.
Sir, certainly. It's a 25 out of 55. It's the finest beverage that dog has ever drank.
Oh, that dog is definitely calmed down after that. It seems to be much happier now than it was before. the purse, anyway. Well, she continues to glide along, which apparently is done because the two Cocker Spaniels at her side apparently are harnessed to her and have her up a little bit farther up in the air. So they're kind of walking with her like she's just gliding. All right, so
everyone needs a hobby.
And the butler, the not creepy at all butler, shows up and brings a dinner bell.
That wasn't creepy at all.
Which he takes a bottle of Jim Beam and dinner is served.
Ready?
We will convene in the dining room.
Just watch out for my strong hand.
So,
Bar is being relocated to the dining room.
So you all are positioned over at the dining room. It's a nice, fine table. Boilermaker is offered a basically. He's offered to go into the fireplace and to become the fireplace to warm the dining room.
Yes, I'm fine with that.
And so now, which the butler occasionally tosses a log in. And the logs are of, let's see here. Oh, very fine quality logs.
Oh, good.
So, the rest of you sit down?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your fellows sit down with you, and all the fellow guests. Everybody seems quite happy.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to eat something really nice, it looks like.
Hmm.
A man walks out wearing a cook's uniform. He looks very interesting himself. Hold on, let me give you a picture so that you can see him. I've only got a black and white photo of the man, but I think it'll work very fine for you. There you go. He comes in with plates of spaghetti.
Okay.
Yep, the finest of things here. Of course, one of the cans kind of falls to the side. Do any of you use your perception checks? I'll give.
Okay.
I'll roll for you, Dave.
Oh,
Oh no, Dave doesn't get it at all. You don't
I
even
actually
notice
did
the can.
well. I
3.
got 15.
All right. So I'm going to message you what you see the can says on it. There you go. Anybody else make it?
Yeah.
I was
All
apparently stoking the fire.
All right, Susan. I will also message you on. There you go. I messaged you on Messenger. You also noticed that for the stuff. So he presents the spaghetti to each of you.
Uh-huh.
And except for Boilermaker, who's enjoying the nice logs. Mr. Brown greedily starts eating it up. Good. That's good. Do you have any Budweiser there? It's like, well, we do have some aperitifs if you would like.
I think I'll just have some shaved ice. I'll make my own.
All right. The guy gets like an ice cube tray and just starts shaving it with his fingernails.
No, thank you. I'll take care of my own. I wouldn't want to put you through the difficulty.
All right.
I'm going to. Do I have a? Do the glasses, goblets, whatever we have, seem relatively clean?
Oh yes, these are like gleaming,
beautiful,
very expensive silverware. Matter of fact, perception checks.
Okay. Okay, I failed that one.
I got 47 out of 60.
I got a 2 out of 55.
All right. So for those of you who actually made it, you guys notice sloppily how after he eats his food, Mr. Brown just shovels the silverware and diningware into his bag. He doesn't even try to hide it.
See, I probably missed that because I'm in the process of just filling my glass with clean water.
Oh
myself.
yeah, Dave, you rolled also too high. You rolled a 99, so you don't even notice it. But that spaghetti is really good.
Well, I did better. Okay, as far as the spaghetti goes, okay, so I saw the can.
Yes.
Is it a bluff check if I want to do that to make everyone think that I am not disgusted?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Brandon, I asked the waiter for a pad of paper and a pen.
Fail. Demos.
All right. Yes, I could get you some. The waiter goes away for a minute. He'll be back. So your character, those who are eating, who is eating the spaghetti? How about you, Dave? You eating the spaghetti?
I don't mind.
It's really good. It's like really good stuff.
In fact, I asked for more meat on my second round.
Oh, the meatballs especially are really good.
They're real juicy.
They're really juicy meatballs. They're amazing.
Okay.
Very high quality. I rolled a natural 1 for his cooking check on it. So, I mean, I guess as good as you can cook canned stuff. As you guys managed to finish your meals, how are y'all finishing the meals? You got the paper and pen given to you, Boilermaker.
All right, I'm officially writing out a bill of sale that will also that will itemize everything that I've sold, as well as charging Mr. Brown for all the items he stole.
Do you need any assistance from collections, Boilermaker?
But I've got to make sure I get paid. I've got an oven and 2 calculators to feed.
So
Not to mention those are TI-83 calculators.
So as you guys, those of you who aren't eating, everybody else seems to be eating fine. But for the two of you, the chef goes in and says, "Oh my, you're not eating the food." He says, "It's a natural spaghetti that my mother used to make."
I'm sorry. I'm allergic.
Allergic to spaghetti?
Yes.
Glutens.
Oh, well,
it's a matter of glutens and tomatoes.
Well, let me. I'm allergic to what's in the spaghetti. Straight noodles are fine.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that the recipe doesn't have any gluten or any tomato whatsoever.
By the way, I rolled a 98 on my deception.
No. You're like, no, it's just disgusting. That's the only reason why I don't like.
So, I'm going to try, if I can, since he's talking to us anyway. Can I do a gather info to see what other options there might be, like that would be less unseemly?
I'll just be happy with my shaved ice.
Yeah. Well, I did roll 50 on 54 for that.
I could make you a chicken pot pie, but it has a gluten in it.
What?
Because of the crust is made of it has a gluten.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too concerned about gluten. You could. I tell you what, though, I don't want to put you out. I'm good.
I'm a vegetarian.
I hate to see your food that goes to the waste. Mr. Brown says,
that I'll point at Wolfman. That one seemed to enjoy it.
It's actually funny that you're eating something at this point, Dave.
And I tell the chef, give him a plate of spaghetti.
Well,
there you go.
I guess they're both Frosty and Blue Agua are offering their portions to you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking them, Dave? It's really good spaghetti. I mean, it's probably the best you've ever had.
Sure.
Enjoy. I'm sure it's the finest, but I'm just starting this new diet, the vegetarian diet.
I scarf it down and then I give a big loud burp. You don't know what you're missing, folks.
So to drink, they do pour glasses of wine. It's a Chateaubriand number 55, circa 1945, and it seems like it's actually pretty legit wine, at least on appearances.
Okay.
Perception check.
Yeah, perception. All right.
Okay.
That's not wine. That's grape juice. Obviously there are grapes in my wine. You exclaim loudly.
Yeah, I got a 57 out of 60. So
What is
yeah,
it? Looks
I
like
actually
good
I
wine.
had a 43 on 54, so okay, that's good.
Yeah, looks like legit
Good
wine.
to- I will enjoy the wine then.
I got
Oh, yeah.
a 40 out of 55.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's actually good wine. Better than something that you could make,
Mhm.
believe it or not.
Mm.
It's beyond your ability to make it because you need to age it, and that would be a long time aging.
No. We just give it to you a couple years down the line. That's all.
So, but yeah, very good stuff. Matter of fact, they throw some in there and let the fire whoosh up a little bit.
Mhm. Whoosh. Okay.
But as you guys are finishing there, they walk out with the desserts.
Mm.
For dessert is a fine Italian dish, which is some cake with a marshmallow on top.
Cake.
So it's
Okay.
basically
Gotcha.
it looks like a slice of pound cake with a marshmallow, skewered with
Okay.
skewered with a toothpick. Now it's some nice yellow cake. It could be a pound cake. Would you so perceptions?
51 out of 60.
All right.
Dang it. 99.
This must be the most exquisite dessert ever. A local Italian delicacy. Oh my. All right. Who else is I guess Dave is perception. Okay, Dave, you actually made your perception this once. Boilermaker, did you want to do a perception on it? Or
My answer is, hold on. That's about my answer there.
so for you, Jake, that must be like a fine, exquisite Italian dessert.
And I'm not skeptical based on the previous item.
No, not really. Not
They
with that
must have
one.
put all their goods into the cake.
But you
What's
don't
that?
see anything wrong with the cake at all, from what you see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you want to cut into it?
Sure, I'll cut into it.
Oh, they even have a delicate cream sauce interlaced within it.
a Twinkie? Huh? It's a Twinkie.
It's a Twinkie with a marshmallow skewered to it.
That's
Yeah, right.
Nice.
But and you and Dave managed to notice this.
That works, though. I'm hungry enough. A Twinkie will be good.
To you, it must be some delicate Italian cuisine, and it tastes amazing. Like a Twinkie with a marshmallow.
He must have
Twinkie-
gone.
A Twinkie with a marshmallow would taste amazing if you're starving.
Nah.
So hopefully, but yes, it's not so bad. And the Twinkie is not out of date, not stale in the slightest. But Twinkies tend to hold up a little while.
How would you be able to tell?
That's true. Well, as you all are sitting, and a little bit of conversation can be had if you want. Anybody? We'll start with actually Boilermaker. Do you want to make any conversation?
Here is your bill for the evening.
The waiter says, "No worries. Any bills that you have will go to the main man of the house. He'll pay for everything."
Certainly. By the way, here's a bill for Mr. Brown.
Well, what is he responsible for?
Thievery.
Oh, thievery. What did he steal?
Here is an itemized list.
All right, I've got to go check something real quick. Y'all make conversation with each other.
So, I guess I guess I will see, I will ask if anyone has seen the host as of yet.
The first what?
The host of
The host.
I don't believe any of us have seen the host yet.
I don't believe so.
So
I believe we've had some interactions with all of the ones that we know of at the moment.
do we think that one of them is the host in secret?
The butler did it.
We have
Well, I guess-
Mr. Purple, Miss Pugh.
I guess we can. I guess we can do a perception check on the butler if we really wanted to, just to check his DNA. Or one of us can try to see if we can check out his DNA.
Check his DNA.
Check his
Yeah.
DNA? Who?
I don't
Yeah,
know. Figure out who he is.
Huh.
I don't know anybody in the group that can check DNA.
Yeah,
I don't think so. That'd be like getting a zero with maxed out gather
Fine.
info, right?
I will see if I can get the check DNA or something.
So you want to know who the butler is, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you
I'll
plan
Because we have not yet seen who the host is. I mean, the host has not presented himself.
I'll flag him down, and I'll use diplomacy, and probably fail it. But I'd be like, "How are you? How are you, good sir? Do I know you from somewhere?"
Oh my!
And like I said, that probably fails miserably because it's 33 out of 5. But still,
My only question is how do you plan on going about getting that DNA? He's not my type, darling.
I go and see if I can find a glass that the butler has drank from. I go
The butler
see if he
hasn't
can-
drank from any of them. It's not his job to drink from y'all's glasses.
No, but where he comes from, where he goes to when he disappears into the kitchen, I'm sure he goes and drinks elsewhere. You know.
So you're trying to follow him out of the dining room? As you start to try and leave the dining room, they say, "Oh, please wait in the dining room. Mr. Papermaker will actually be there shortly."
My thing is, I'm trying to figure out I need to figure out who the butler is, so I'm trying to figure out a way to snatch his DNA from him or something like that.
Well, you could always ask him.
Okay, then
I tried the
I will ask
diplomatic
him.
route, but I failed.
Oh, okay.
I will ask him.
Well, what's up? I mean, yes, sir. Well, what can I do for you?
What?
What can I do for you, sir?
I would like to know if you are are in fact the host, since the host has not presented himself.
Oh, no. The host never eats any of the dinner served here. He's coming back from his little stint over at Arby's. Once he's finished eating there, he'll be back and he'll present himself. He should be back any minute now.
Why would you eat at Arby's if you live in this place?
He says
Have you
that
tried the food?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some Arby's right now.
he says that the food doesn't quite agree with him. Mm-hmm. Too much fine food, you see. Clogs the digestion.
As the butler is having this conversation with our esteemed colleague, I'm going to try sense motive and fail horribly.
Obviously, he's telling the truth.
Yes.
Boilermaker, I must speak with you later about putting a fast food maker inside of you.
Well, you could keep.
You wish to put several people to make food in me? That would be a significant upgrade.
He could capture some Oompa Loompas or something.
If you
It will
want
all
such
be
cannibal
minimum
appetites, I
wage.
guess.
So basically, you want to turn Boilermaker into a McDonald's?
I'm sorry, sir. Our ice cream machine is broken.
It would be it will be multiple fast food processors.
So, did any of you have anything to? Dave does his thing with the butler. Blue Agua, did you have anything that you wanted to do? Make conversation with any of the other guests or anything like that?
No, nothing really comes to mind. Like I said, I was just kind of trying to see what support I could lend in this. Info. You know what? Actually, I will roll a gather info to see if that can assist Dave at all. Well, 50 on 54.
You're pretty sure that the reason why he left was because the food was nasty as fuck and he wanted to get his own food.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. I believe it.
Is there any way? Let's see. You know what? I don't have the skill, but I'm gonna try anyway. I want to try to gather information on our fellow guests here.
Well, that's the part of this. That's why I'm asking. Give you opportunities.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. I know, like, the one guy wants to.
So, just pick one and tell me what you're saying to him, and we'll see how it goes from there.
All right.
Do you want me to list them again for you?
No, I actually wrote them down.
Oh, good for you. I wrote them down too.
No, I will talk to Miss Lavender. She of the mighty Dougie purses.
Oh yes, quite offended. I don't know what, but I'm usually offended because that's what my character is usually.
I'm going to put on some diplomacy, put a little charm into this.
Oh, the dogs are loving the spaghetti.
Sure they are. Please, such an esteemed lady as yourself, I must simply know more about you. You seem to be have some rather caring, loving attachments with your fine furry friends there.
Oh yes, I am a patron to the animals. You see, I like environmental conservation. You see, I'm a member of many type of societies, like the Safe Trees for Birds Society, so that we can kill them and eat them. Let's see here, the Save the Minks. Save the Minks for My Own Coat Society. Let's see here. Also, cows. What are they good for? Hamburgers, obviously. Society.
Not the humane animal clothing society.
No, I am a member of the Humane Animal Coding Society. And I am looking for a large donation, you see, from Mr. Papermaker, because he is considered to be a good philanthropist. Or is it philanthropist? Or is it filibusterist? I can't remember what the word is.
Philip Screwdriver.
Philanderist.
Fatalist.
Okay.
Yes.
At least I learned a bit more about her.
Yes. So, well, with that, the lightning strikes in the strangely not really stormy night becomes a stormy night. Cracoom! And from the window behind at the main seat at the table. And then suddenly, where there was no person, you see a man. A dead man. No, just a man. He's not dead yet.
I was going to say, was it the candlestick
He's
in the parlor?
he looks to be a fairly young man in his 20, somewhere between the ages of 20 and 85. You feel that he could be a tall man, anywhere between the heights of 5'2" and 7 feet, and definitely somewhere in between the weights of 100 and 500 pounds.
Okay.
He is wearing a suit that is of some color and some type. Also with a tie of some sort and some type with a design on it. He could be smoking something at this point and may be wearing glasses.
Hmm.
It is
But we
possible.
know he's
It is possible that he could be lifting a drink to his lips, but the jury's out on that one.
Perception checks.
Good evening.
All right.
Good evening, sir or madam.
Yeah, you perceive about the same thing that I told you.
46, yeah. But he's probably not wearing plaid, right?
Awesome. Wait. Perception check.
I had 46.
Nope. Not enough to tell.
33 out of 55.
He is definitely between the genders of male, female, and non-binary. So, yes, I have managed to give you a very apt description of this individual.
You gave me the perfect description for him.
He was the man.
Out of 60.
He may not be a man now, but he was a man.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my humble home. I hope you've enjoyed the wonderful dinners that I have made. The maid is, by the way, cleaning up the little areas and bits from y'all's feast around. So, I first off wanted to congratulate the Mountain. What was it? Mountains. What was the Revenger name? It was Mountain something.
Look at me, I lost that.
Mountain Lakes Revengers, I believe.
Ah, yes, Mountain Lakes Revengers. Yes. It was, I believe I am here to welcome the Mountain Lakes Revengers, of course, and congratulate you on saving our city many times. 2, I believe. So definitely more than once.
Thank you. We are honored to be here.
And I hope this dinner, cooked by my Italian chef, has sufficed for you. It is a genuine Italian dinner, after all.
As you can see, the color of my shit is a sign of respect.
I would prefer that you don't do that here.
Call the bouncer. Bouncer.
All right. Well, he looks. Actually, so your perception sees that his mood is anywhere from upset to happy, and the maid cleans up after you. Though you kind of get dirty looks from everybody. Wait. Apparently, nobody must have noticed. The rest of you, I'm pretty sure that any one of you that makes a basic perception check, notice that they don't tend to like they don't seem to be happy about someone defecating in their room.
Yeah, that's very obvious.
I would
Probably.
place his crown on that, yes.
Mhm.
So, of course, it looks like I got here after dessert. Sadly, that is my favorite item that they usually serve here. But I did get some. I had a very productive dinner meeting. It was unfortunate that I was called away. We had some amazing cuisine, of course, the finest that I could buy for my business partner abroad. And
Where are the curly fries?
oh, very good. I actually have a few left if anyone wants some.
I do.
He gives you like a half of a thing of fries.
Thank you.
They're still warm. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this dinner. Like I say, it is a good thing. So what do you think of my home? I just moved here last week.
It is finally
Well,
aged.
what you done with the place?
Well, I hope that you will be willing to stay a little bit longer. I have business to conduct with my other guests, but once that's done, I do plan on holding a celebratory game, so to speak. So I hope that you can all enjoy the hospitality here. We saved the alcohol. Well, we were supposed to have saved the alcohol until after dinner, to take after dinner coffee and wine, depending on what your preference is. And you can retire over to the drawing room. And I will see you all to enjoy our game a little bit later. And maybe I will end that'll also commemorate me writing your people a check for, let us see, what is it that the going rate is these days for superheroes? $70,000
A piece?
What are you crazy?
No, it's for it's just a general donation.
Okay. Well, we thank you for the donation.
Yes, I do.
Indeed, we are doing this out of the kindness of our hearts.
Indeed.
So
Well, I thought I'd ask for the rest of you just to have a nest egg, but I guess that's not the case here. So.
Some of us have a job.
It will be useful for keeping the bills going for our base.
Especially whatever damage we ever seem to procreate wherever we investigate.
That's because you guys. I don't do it.
Miss, I'm driving off this road for a few years.
No.
So I guess, Mr. Green, I'll be seeing you first. You can come over to my office. The rest of you, feel free to retire over to the drawing room. It is to the left. It's a little bit larger than the last room you were enjoying. So I think you'll find it quite fine.
I think
there's even a pool table if you wish.
I think before we retire to the drawing room, we should investigate our surroundings a little bit more. What do you guys think?
Question, query, where's the restroom? You just need to tell me the general direction. I'll find my way.
Down the hall to the right.
Thank you.
It's always down the hall to the right.
And voila, that's how you say, hey, I want to go take a look around without being so, hey, let me out of this room. I need to go look.
Well, Dave was trying to investigate the dining room, it sounded like.
No, just investigate the house in general.
So are you all going together to the bathroom?
No.
No, we're just asking to use the bathroom as a ruse.
Hey. At parties, girls always go to the bathroom together, so I could go with Frosty.
I have no gender, so I don't go to the bathroom. And you're
Darn
already
it.
defecated on the carpet
Darn
anyway.
I'm sorry to say this, dear, but I seem to have certain attachments that you do not.
Oh yeah,
AKA
right.
Frosty is a dude.
I don't know. Do you guys want to
I'm
go
sorry,
straight
I'm
to the drawing?
confused.
Do you
I'm
guys want to
confused
go?
by the weirdness of this party.
Do you guys want to go straight to the drawing room and be a good soldier, or do you guys want to, explore while we?
I'm going to go to the drawing room.
Okay.
All right.
Because I have something I'm
get-
going to do there.
Might as well. Might as well.
Alrighty. I guess
I'm
we'll
going
go
to
to the
make-
drawing room.
I'm going to make my way to the bathroom to clean up and look in various rooms as I make my way to the bathroom. After all, I'm not sure which room is the bathroom.
You do notice that as the rest of you make your way to the drawing room, you notice that that they are all. There's also another way that seems to veer around towards the office that Papermaker and Green are at.
I'm going to attempt to make a disguise check, fall behind and do a disguise. That is a 29 out of a 0.
All right.
All right, I am now picturing Boilermaker standing in the hallway with a shade from a lamp on his head.
Actually,
Yeah, I was seeing like
the
the big
mustache.
nose with the glasses and the mustache. Yeah.
I will proceed into the art room and into the drawing room and proceed to do art.
All right.
At a 21 out of 0.
You draw a stick figure.
Oh.
It's
So the what is it like a pretty standard drawing room?
Yeah, it has a pool table in it, though.
Ooh.
All right.
Too bad it's
So
a
I
pool
get-
table,
I-
not a proper pool.
Well, I guess I go over to the pool table and I draw blue agua into a game.
I will play a game.
So, I guess I'll roll for Dave's play pool check, and your play pool check. You can roll. You can roll for yours, Dave.
Okay.
All right.
Is that going to be the name of the skill? Play pool?
Yes. Or pool. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 17, which is pretty good, but it's out of nothing.
Dave's character rolled a 97.
It's like it's a wicked.
He starts throwing the balls at you, and
So I keep the ball on the table at least.
he's like, this is how you play, right? You're supposed to hit somebody at least a number of times.
Dave, this isn't dodgeball. I mean, Wolfgang, sorry, this isn't dodgeball. Or, as I was saying earlier, obviously you're not a golfer.
So Frosty, you did notice that does wrap around towards the office, where Mr. Green and Mr. Papermaker are.
I'm going to use stealth.
All right.
I rolled a 26 out of 0.
That's my girlfriend.
Luckily enough, you don't seem to actually be overheard because they're yelling in the office.
I will roll perception. 29 out of 60.
You hear in Mr. Green's voice, "My moo-moos are the greatest moo-moos that ever moo-mooed." He goes, "I don't care if they were fresh off the cow. I'm not buying your stinking moo-moos." "Well, if I don't get my
Okay.
money for my moo-moos, I'd rather see you dead. D-E-D-E. Dead."
That's indeed, sir.
Are you going to stay there any longer?
I am going to use my parkour and jump up on top of, up by the ceiling, so that way I am not seen.
All right.
A 36 out of 55.
All right. Well, you managed to get up there. Now you're going to have to hold it for the remainder of the conversation.
Yeah, basically, if I hear anything like being, I don't know if I can actually see in there.
Because I imagine you're sitting there on the ceiling like this, like with your arms like wide, trying to like hold up to the top.
Or gargoyle perched on top of the doorway. I don't know if it's one of those doors that has the window.
Oh, no, it's just like a basic door. So the only way you can get up on the ceiling is if you actually are doing like this. You'll have to do a fortitude save every hour. I mean, every hour. Every check that's made.
Okay.
So continue to listen to the conversation.
Yeah, and if it sounds like it's going to get violent, I will knock on the door and interrupt.
All right, perception check.
Five out of 55.
Look, I just want a small sum of $50 million. It's an easy sum for you. You make that in 5 minutes.
Damn.
No, I do not. I assure you, I would not have had my dinner at Arby's if it was there. I would have eaten at a higher grade fast food chain.
I would have eaten at Fuddruckers.
Which is now out of business in Milwaukee.
Well, I think you are lying. In any case, I am going to mull it over, and I'm going to go and let you mull this over. There's nothing to mull over. I'm not giving you $50 million. Well, what if I give you a lower offer? What about $100 million? That's more than $50 million. Okay, just $1 billion. It's just one. No. Oh, and fortitude save.
Fortitude. That's with the D20. Let's see. How do we do fortitude save in this one? It's under your con?
It's your con bonus. D20 plus your con bonus.
Okay. Let's see. 16, 17.
You managed to hold on. Well, you think about my offer. When you give me $10 billion, you'll be happy. And And as the I gotta do perception check. And you hear him say, "All right, well, on your way back, make sure Mr. Brown knows that he's up next." All right. And you see Mr. Green
Yes.
go through.
And he runs right into Mr. Brown because he was brown nosing against the door.
No, Mr. Brown is actually watching the pool game play out. He's very entertained by the whole concept. Make another fortitude save.
Okay. And if I make this, I am going to try to basically set up an ice pole up there so I can just like 2 ice poles above there with my ice creation to help assist me staying up there. Total of 16.
Not enough this time. Your character falls flat on your face. Boom. Mr. Green turns around. Where'd you come from?
Bathroom. I tripped.
Oh, come on. It's time to go to the drawing room.
All right.
You enter the drawing room to see a peculiar game of pool, where Jacob's character is actually trying to play reasonably okay. He's kind of like taking the pool cue like one-handed to the ball, but Dave's character is like throwing the balls at Jake's character, trying to get it like the bounce off into the billiard holes.
Stop doing that.
I am not sure this is how the game is played.
Unfortunately, I did not learn enough to proceed with this game, so I am just throwing the balls at random.
No, you're throwing them at me.
Blue Aqua, you changed your name?
If it hits you, then you are not playing it correctly.
The Blue Aqua is now known as Random.
So, you notice that like Mr. Brown now leaves, and Mr. Green is back in the room.
I will proceed to go to the little robot's room.
All right. Down the hall on the right. So, are you trying to sneak behind, or?
Well, as sneakily as I could for a 700-pound metal robot made of tin and copper.
Yeah, a little bit lighter with the 10. Yeah, you're like, meh. So, let's see if he notices you. No, not at all. He just like, because he seems to be a little bit louder than you.
Good. Ignore me. I am just a lamp.
He is, well, he's managed to pocket most of the stuff that's gone by, and he's creating a loud noise because he's got so much silverware, plates, candlesticks, lamps, hi-fi, various things. And he goes into the office and shuts the door. Are you staying outside to observe?
Yes.
You hear a, "Hey, what are you doing? That is mine." No, you've been stealing from me all night. You can't prove that. Court of law will find me the gentleman in possession of this fine crystal chandelier.
I would have to say that toilet maker's receipt of stolen goods is proof enough.
It was itemized.
You know, if you insist on calling me a thief, I'm going to see you in court. If you live to your court date.
Hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
You weren't even invited here. Your invite is actually a summons for court for trespassing. No, then I'll definitely see you in court. If you live that long, ha ha ha. And you hear a dun dun dun.
Oh my!
Where did that come from?
I am hearing things. I must have that checked.
Sorry, the butler does sound effects. So it's like, well, I'm done with you. Go get Miss Lavender. Make yourself useful for once. So he exits. He goes over. He's like, good, a drink machine. He basically takes a glass out, pulls a lever, and fills his glass with alcohol.
Okay, that's a 13 of whatever he's getting.
And then goes on his way. At least they got alcohol dispensers here. Are you heading back?
Nope. Staying exactly where I am. I am a lamp.
Well, so, and by the way, once we're done with all of these, I'll check and see what the rest of y'all are going to be doing in the drawing room with all these people as well. Miss Lavender goes by. She looks. The dog purse growls as it goes by.
Bark, bark.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. It looks like he has a dog. I wonder where it is. Well, I knew he'd be an animal lover. So, on a scale of 1 to 10 with charisma, she would rank a... Okay, that's a cascading. That's a cascading. That's a cascading. All right, a negative 25.
So she met the ugly stick, had sex with it, 4 ugly stick babies.
Yeah.
So as she enters in the door and shuts it, she goes, "Well, Mr. Papermaker, I figure you've come to proposition me for some activity." No. If I was going to do that, I'd have a night out with the roast beef sandwich.
A really large roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, any case, well, I never what? I never understood when you people say I never. What does that mean? I don't know, but but it's all going to be fine. I need you to be able to check to these various agencies. Oh, perception check for Boilermaker.
18 out of 55.
Okay. So there's this one here, and here. Your agencies are bullshit and have nothing to do with protecting nature whatsoever. I don't have any idea why you're even bothering with me. Matter of fact, go peddle your weird shit elsewhere and get the fuck out of my house. But you promised a game. All right, you can stay for the game. I wouldn't be... Well, People like you who are nasty to animals have bad things happen to them. You watch. If you would be pecked to death by rabid crows while eating an ice cream sandwich on Sunday and taking a bath, you would probably be dead.
That's rather specific.
Okay.
She
That
again
was a weird threat.
and goes over. She says, "Oh, well, good. I could use a martini." She basically makes herself a martini out of. Apparently, your disguise check actually disguised you as a bar instead.
Okay. Well, that's a 99. So whatever she gets out of there ain't a martini.
Apparently, she just pours the olive juice into a cup and drinks it. Hey, Miss Lavender, would you get Miss Puce in there? Yes. So, Miss Puce tries to walk. Let's see if she does it. No. She trips over herself because she can't walk in high heels and lands flat on her face. She manages to steady herself on you there and manages to walk like a pro in the high heels into the office. Hello there. I am Miss Puce, a mysterious woman of mystery. All right, let's see what her charisma is. Ooh, a 10, Cascade. Ooh, a 10, Cascade. Ooh, a 5. 25. Basically, out of a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 25.
Wow. Not
But
bad.
she's a film noir. Of course.
Well, there. So let's talk about. So we're going to go over the scene here. So when you rape me, I want to make sure that you pay out to this person and to this fund here. When I rape you, what the hell is that? All men eventually want to do this, and I'm willing to let you do it for this amount. I don't think that's how that sort of thing generally happens. Well, as a mysterious woman of mystery, I have to keep my methods secret. Methods. Oh, by the way, again, perception.
Stay on the counter. 13 out of 55.
Wait a second. I need to be rolling this. Sorry. Because if you know it's wrong, then I could be giving you the right information. Sorry about that. All right. Yes. And of course, what you're going to do. So this is how we're going to do it. I am going to lay down over here. Don't worry. I'll rip my dress in the several places. You won't have to. It's a part of the service. And then you'll come at me like a man in heat. Now, this would be the type that you might want to put your pants down. It's a lot more difficult to do the job when you have your pants up. But I can work with you on that. No. Why not? Because it's illegal. You're a wealthy man. I'm a woman of mystery. Nothing's illegal. No, I think that would definitely be illegal.
And first of all, she's a woman of mystery. How do you know she's a woman?
It's possible.
She is a mysterious woman of mystery.
Well, she's offering to let him check, apparently. But, how much? $50? Wait, no, not 50. Whew, I almost went down. $10. $10? Yes, I know it's expensive, but no more than 50 cents. No, you freak me out. I don't. Why are you here? It's a mystery. A mystery I have no interest in solving. I get Mr. Purple. My. So she goes, she leaves and gets a nice drink from the bar.
Ooh, 23.
Ah, yes, vermouth and some brandy and some peppermint liqueur and a little bit of butterscotch schnapps. Ah, yes, and stir and add a peppermint cane on top. There. Mysterious.
No, very minty drunk.
You see, I gave you all a recipe for a great mixed drink that I'll
Well,
never
I
try.
suppose
It sounds actually
No,
I suppose it will help with her mysterious breath.
So she goes in, and the last but not least, we have Mr. Purple. Mr. Purple actually stops by the bar right away to get some brandy.
let's see. Ooh, a 9.
Ah, yes, good brandy. Yes, it's hard to get. Yes, yes, very much. All right. Ah. Well then, I would like to rent a car to travel to Cairo on Valentine's Day. All right. Valentine's Day, sir? You must be joking. I can only pay you $5.50 for that. $5.50? That wouldn't be great. I could find the heart of a lion if I wanted to. The heart of a lion is only worth 50 pounds if you actually weigh it right, especially in Chicago. Well, I never. Chicago could be a lot warmer in the spring. Well, go eat a lion then. Indeed. And sir, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And he then leaves. You learned a lot from that one.
Clearly.
Right.
So he walks you both. So he walks back and again grabs another brandy.
This time it is 53, so just barely passing.
So during all that discussion, what were y'all doing in the drawing room after your pool game?
Here. This is how you play pool.
Oh, roll your pool playing. It's an actual skill.
A 9 out of nothing, but still a 9.
You have
That's
a
not bad.
rudimentary idea that yes, you need to get the balls in the holes using the stick, and you probably use both hands with it. So Mr. Brown says, I don't know what you guys are doing. Here, let me show you. Okay, he does a couple of like wild tricks where he does one ball and all of them just split and each one of them finds a separate pocket.
Right.
So that's a nice trick shot right here. And he resets the balls and then he actually does a couple extra trick shots for you to demonstrate how the experts do it. Now, what you do is you got to get all the balls in the holes. But you take this white ball. Its name is I'm drunk. But
All right.
but you take that and you smash it into those balls with this thing. He holds up the pool cue. And you see when them balls there, then one of them falls into the holes, that ends up in your balls are there. So, and with that, you're able to play pool. But never sink the 8 ball until last.
What is this?
That's the only good advice he's given for all that dribble.
Because it'll blow up and it'll kill 5,000 people.
That might not happen.
Okay.
Or was that the bomb? Oh, well, I don't know. Whatever it is.
What bomb?
Zip bomb.
Hello, Michael McNally.
The bomb.
Hello.
Mhm.
It's a mysterious thing. You might ask the woman a mystery. Yes, that sounds very mysterious. A bomb would be very mysterious. A mysterious way of offing somebody you didn't like, indeed. Yeah. Stab somebody with a bomb, they'll probably die.
Uh-huh.
So, by this time, I'm guessing Boilermaker returns to the room.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I guess
fine.
that leaves
Sorry,
little
the
Jaeger
line
bombs
was
out of the
long.
question.
The line was long.
So, do you want to converse before I move the story on?
Go for it.
For the time being, I'm going to shapeshift into a coat rack.
People applaud as they see you do so. Yay!
Let me see if I can do that.
All right.
I'm going to pause for a moment on my end.
All right.
Shoot.
Where is my...
Sorry, it's starting to get a bit late, so my brain is starting to shut down.
I'm planning on
Right.
ending it in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, if I were you, I would write down any notes that you have from tonight, because you might need it, because it'll be a month between now and when you might apply them. I've written down a couple of notes on what I want to happen, but as far as what you overheard, that's going to be up to y'all to remember that.
All right. I have Mr. Purple, who wears a Boy Scout uniform. He's a brandy drinker. Something about Egypt.
So you guys are comparing notes.
Yes. I will ask if we can compare notes.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do y'all say?
I will talk about how Mr. Green was trying to get up to $1 billion off of our money printer dude here, and he seemed a bit violent when.
That's not good.
There we go. I'm easier can hear.
All right. So that's what she said about Mr. Green.
Right this second, I don't remember what it was exactly he threatened him with. My character might, but I myself don't remember what type of violence he threatened.
Oh, it's always very creative anyway.
Yeah.
So,
did you happen to hear any of the other conversations, Boilermaker?
I explain everything I heard.
So were the rest of y'all paying attention when I was actually explaining?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Death by crow while taking a bath.
Yes, that was Mrs. What was it? Miss Lavender.
Lavender.
While eating an ice cream sandwich.
Well, you can't forget
On
that part.
Sunday. On Sunday. Which is a week away.
Uh-oh. Could happen sooner than later. She's in the aviary studying trees.
Let's see. Miss Puce was talking about a bomb and threatened to about rape.
Okay.
Or something similar to that. And
Yes.
about her rape services.
Yes.
She was looking for quite a deal.
Yes, quite a deal. Kept lowering the price. 50 cents.
Mr. Brown is likes to drink Budweiser out of fancy glasses. Is a thief, pool shark, and was not invited.
Was summoned to court.
Yes.
It was
For
more
trespassing.
summons. Yep.
Oh, summons, invite, same thing. Yeah.
Well, it is an invite to court.
Yes.
And I think there was a death threat saying he might not even make it to court.
So he gets all kinds of death threats.
Pretty much from everyone, almost. I think the only one who really didn't threaten him with death was Mr. Purple.
Nope. Not to your knowledge. Of course, you never know. They're going to plan on seeing each other on Thanksgiving, I believe it was. Yeah. So, with that being said, you hear you guys are all going about your business. It's huddled up. And then you hear a scream. Ah! Ah!
What could that be?
I suggest we go see what that is about.
Yes.
I suggest checking
by
office.
the way, perception to see if everyone is still in the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
13.
I had it.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Let me get your perceptions. I'm going to roll for y'all.
Okay.
So what's your perception, Susan?
60.
All right. Brittany?
55.
All right. Jay?
Did you say you were rolling for us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, then 54.
And Dave, what was the perception?
53.
All right. So, Susan, you notice a very suspicious hat rack. Boilermaker notices that there are some logs burning on the fire. Logs that were not there previously. Blue Agua notices that her drink is empty.
I refill it.
And Wolfbane notices that there's not seem to be anybody in the room, just y'all. They seem to have they must have all left while y'all were huddled together.
Pardon me, Blue Aqua. Can I have your ID?
Have my what?
Your ID.
Your identification. I do not believe you
My
are old enough to drink.
Well,
This is true.
This is true, but I don't have a drink. I don't have
All
a
right.
drink.
The glass is empty.
I roll for my shape-shifting capabilities to shape-shift Blue Agua into a 24-year-old.
Nope. You need to buy that. You would need to buy that ability.
Damn it!
Are you sure you're not the suspicious coat rack?
So the scream has definitely died down at this
Yeah,
point.
no, definitely wanted to go. Basically,
Yeah.
what I wanted was to see who all was in the room, and then go to the scream sound.
Well, you notice that as you get to the room, it came from the office, and as you notice, as everybody is in the room looking at the dead Mr. Papermaker. Dun, dun, dun.
No!
To be
Oh
continued.
no, I am out of a job.
So that is how this one ends. Sadly, we probably will not be doing it again until
Next month.
yeah.
Act 2.
So for the rest of y'all, though, of course, we have game on Friday too, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So it's either I'm GMing or we're getting together and just having a good time hanging out.
Well, yep, you're the one who's
Mhm.
GMing, so for whatever if we are GMing, so of course, Dave, I don't know what your interest is, but it would be up to Susan whether you'd be able to go. But I think you work on Fridays, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm sure you'd rather be gaming, but any case, I figure it's a good setup. And next time, you guys are going to have a mystery to solve.
The butler did it.
Clue. It was the maid. We haven't seen the maid in a while, or the cook.
True. That cook was pretty shifty.
Actually, I'll check and see what y'all's thoughts are. So Brittany, who do you think did it?
Well, clearly the butler.
How about you, Jake? Who do you think did it?
Yeah, they usually say the butler did it. That's as good a place as any to start.
How about Wolfsbane?
I think the maid did it.
See, Susan, you should be saying there's a mysterious hat rack. That probably did it.
It's the hat rack. No. You see, it was the dog purse.
The dog purse.
Oh.
It's
Actually,
dog
the true
purse,
answer
too.
is Mr. Paper.
That dog purse is still alive. I must kill it one of these times.
It almost killed you last time.
I'm up for the challenge next time.
So, because we have not finished the actual episode, there's no PowerPoint distribution, no HP, no skills. Though I would recommend, Dave, to definitely get your stuff down onto a computer, a sheet, like the one that I sent you between now and
A month from now.
Now and June 7th.
Sounds good.
All right. So, in any case, thanks for coming, and I'm going to wish you all a good night as we end our broadcast.